Hello, I am back to finish off these pockets. I have the book here for size reference when I start cutting and placing things into the book. But before we do that, we're going to make some collages on these so that they look nice in the book. So everyone saw me cut these out. Oh, where's the last one? Here. I've actually done quite a bit of work in between the last clip and this one. About, 3 or 4 days passed. I went to the quilting show. I'm going to do a haul video on that stuff next. But right now I want to finish off the pockets that we cut up. We cut up all these, we put some scrap cardboard, put paper on it, glued that down, and these are going to be pockets in the journal. So here's half the pockets I made for this half of the book and the other half for that half of the book. There's 2 signatures in the book, so working on signature 1 still. So we're going to put some collages on this and then put them inside of the book. So I have 2 side tucks here, a belly band, 2 corner pockets, and a big corner pocket. So I'll just give you an idea of how this is going to work. Let me just scooch over my glue gun and fabric. Got tools everywhere here. Just a moment. Let me turn this music down. Other way. There we go. Okay, let's see. That's center. So let me find a page. Say we're going to put a pocket here. So I'll just show you how these are going to work. So this is a corner pocket. We could put it here. And that will allow us to put ephemera or things into the pocket. So we've got that kind. Or it could go this way. I've got this large one here. Put stuff there. This is a belly band. It will go across the center of the page. And things can be slid into it, like bigger things there. And then I also have these 2 glitter pieces, which are going to be side tucks. Most likely will be here on this edge or there on this edge, attached top and bottom, and then things can be slipped in under there like that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets to collage and get ready to put into the book. So let's start collaging. Make sure we are in frame here. Where's my board stop? About inches there. Okay, there, in frame. Okay, so I was thinking to do some fabric collages. Oh, take my glasses off. I don't need glasses. Fabric collages with a little sparkly thing in the middle. So I've got a box of fabrics that I've pulled to use here. All kinds of things. I'll just show you some of these fabrics that I'll be choosing from. I've picked some of these off of clothes. Some of them I've gotten on clearance. Some were gifted to me. But a lot of the prettier ones, like this stuff, comes from a lady. I purchased fabric from her. She buys clothes and deconstructs them, makes them into bundles, and sells them. And she uses them for crazy quilts, which I have an example of here. I'm actually making a crazy quilt, and I just decided I'm going to enter it into the state fair here in my state, which is California. And so this has to be done by May 15th to enter into the state fair. I'm going to enter into the embroidery competition. So here's some examples of crazy quilt squares. So these will eventually all be put into one big piece, a wall hanging, which will be 9 squares, 10 inches each. So that's what I use the fabric for. That's what Rebecca sells it for, is to make crazy quilts. And so I piece the fabric into these 10-inch squares, and then it's all hand embroidered. Let's see, show something close up. Beadwork there. French knots on lace there. There's some beadwork on that rickrack. Those are hand embroidered flowers there. It's an embroidered stitch, embroidered stars. This one's not done, so I'm still working on that. There's 10 squares in total. So that's what I originally bought the fabric for, but now I use it for all kinds of things. So back to this. Scooch my chair closer. All right, so let's start with one pocket. Off to the side, guys. Oh, so I've got my fabric and I have a jar of sparkles. This was a candle jar. I cleaned it out, put a little sparkle thingy on the top. I think it's a doorknob or something. And then there's some bits in there. Sparkly bits I use for all kinds of things. Okay. Sparkle bits. And let's pull some fabrics. Just star up on top. That's lovely. Use a bit of that. Something a little bit darker. My Fabrifix glue ready. We can put that on some satin. It'll be pretty. Yeah, that'll be nice. And let's do 3 fabrics. Oh yeah, that's a good combination there. Let's do that. Okay, so how much of this do I want covered? Quite a bit. I don't want straight edges, so let's make some ripped edges. So I make a little cut like that and just pull. Oh man, did not cut well. Didn't cut through that seam. Okay, there. Seam is cut. Okay, we're at another seam. So cut down here. Rip down that seam. Okay, we're gonna cut down here. Rip off that. Okay, there we go. Save those scraps. So let's see what size we need for this. There's a little right edge there, so we'll keep that, little right corner. And then we're gonna want to cut it about here. Okay. And then I want to fray these edges a little bit too. So how I do that is I get some dull scissors and just scratch it along the edges. You can pull, if it was a straight edge, you can pull and fray it straight. It's, you know, straight edges fray easy because the strings come off. But this is a bias cut, which means it's cut on the diagonal of the lines. Fabric lines go horizontally and vertically. And when you cut on the diagonal, that's called the bias. And those don't shred that well. So I'm going to use scissors to shred on this bias cut. Let's use bigger scissors, see if that helps. Okay. Let me get a little bit closer. My light does not feel very bright today. Oh, it is kind of gray outside. You can go up a little bit. Oh yeah, my light is down. Hey, does that help? That helps me. Okay, that edge is well worn. So let me cut off these strings. It's polyester, like, it's polyester fabric. I believe it's lining fabric, which is the stuff that you put underneath dresses. I'm not sure what article of clothing it came from. I don't remember, but it's from clothing because look, it was like a skirt. Cut it off of some skirt or something. I don't remember what, but it was a skirt of some sort. Lining. So here, there is our base for our pocket collage. Let's see how the size is looking. Pretty good. Little odd shape now. Gonna get it fit just a little bit better. Okay, there. And then don't want it hanging over the edge of the pocket because that will hinder sliding things in and out of the pocket. So I'm going to cut this back a bit. And we'll have to what is this called? Fraying the edges. And every time you fray the edges, it does change the shape of the material because it's pulling all the threads that run across it. So it is changing the shape, manipulating it quite a bit. So if you want exact shapes, this is not going to be helpful for you. I like funky shapes. All right. Oops, that's too straight for me. Look at that straight edge. Yuck. Okay, fabulous. So I'm going to just put some glue to tack it down where I want it, and then I'll use fabric glue to get it down for sure. So glue stick down first, and then I gotta make sure that corner's right, this corner's right, and that corner looks right. So I'm gonna smoosh. There we go. Now let's work on those final edges. Okay, fabric is on. So now I want to put on some of this golden spider web. Just do another funky cut here, lay that on top. There we go. Okay. Now this is a sheer fabric, so the glue is going to seep through it. So I'm just going to use dots to hold it. Okay. Give that a second. Try a thin line there. Probably would have been a better idea to sew this on, but this paper I use for the pocket's a little thick. I don't want to ask my sewing machine to do that. So yesterday I went to the quilt craft and sewing show in Sacramento, which is Northern California. Well, northern central-ish. And it was at Cal Expo, which is a huge place. It was a very cool show. I saw a lot of neat stuff, and I signed up for a sewing class where I got to use, it was something I'd been wanting to learn a little bit better, minky fabric, which is very plush, very silky fabric, but it's hard to sew with. And anyways, I signed up for that. The best part of it was I got to use a Janome sewing machine, which is a very high quality machine. And this was even on the high end for Janome. It was a $6,000 machine. It was like a Cadillac of sewing machines. Man, it was nice. It was such a privilege to be able to sew on that machine. Really new technology. The machines are all digital and so quiet, and the number of stitches that it was able to do was, oh my gosh, so impressive. And there was lights and bells and whistles all over the machine. You know, the classes, was very helpful, but of course the whole point of that class was to get us interested in that sewing machine. And ooh, I tell you what, I am interested. But there's no way I can justify paying that type of money for a sewing machine right now in my life when my sewing machine works very well. Currently, I am using the highest quality Brother sewing machine that Walmart has to offer, and it works just fine for me. Okay, so we've got 3 pieces of fabric on there, that black lining, the gold spider web, and that sequin lace. And now I'm going to put a sparkle right there, something out of my sparkle box. So let's see here. What can look good? Do. Got a skeleton. No, he's the rider. This might be too blingy. Oh, that's good, but a little bit high. Something flatter. Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. Oh, but it hides in the black. Something brighter. Digging. Let me just dump some stuff out. We can look at it together. Let's see here. What about this? Too flowery. We already tried that heart, a little too tall. This looks like a piece of broken bracelet. That is beautiful. Let's see, what would Morticia like? She did wear really big type crystals, but they were mostly black and silver. But this disappears in the background. Let's see. Oh, I like that. That's too big. I also have a lot of broken jewelry I can look through, but I was hoping I could just make do with this box of sparkles. Not finding anything I love. Oh, it's flatter on the back. Well, I guess I could do a collage of things. So I could do like that black one. Hey cat, stop it. Sorry, my cat was scratching my carpet. Even though it has scratch pads and a scratch post and all that. You know cats. They like to argue. Let's do a little collage. What other color? Oh, there's a gold one there. Okay, I think I could do with that. Oh, what about this? Oh, that is nice. That one actually feels great to me. Just add it right there on the top. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, we're gonna go with that flower there. So, to get that flower glued on, I'm going to use hot glue to get it to initially stick, because hot glue sets quickly, but to make sure it holds, I'm going to use E6000, which dries slowly, but as the hot glue makes it stick initially, the E6000 will keep it on there long term. So let's decide where we're going to put it. Right at the edge here. That looks good to me. Okay. And then so I'm going to put the E6000 on first. Okay, let me just wipe that around a bit. So we got E6000 all over, which is a slow drying glue. Let me show you. E6000 is this. Permanent bond, washer, dryer safe, photo safe, flexible, industrial strength adhesive. So that takes a couple hours to dry, but this hot glue will set it there immediately so it doesn't fall off. Okay, and we're going to do it right there. Okay. Hold it so the glue sticks for our hot glue. There we go. Nice. All right, pocket number 1. Nice. And then let's move on. We had another corner pocket. So that corner pocket is designed to go this way. I want this one to go the other way. So that way. Let's see. 3 new fabrics. Alrighty. Let's do a velvet and velvet bats. And maybe a ribbon edging will be nice on this pocket. I've got a lot of ribbons here to choose from. Let's choose something that will look nice with velvet and bats. This is brown bats. That's not good. I don't like that. Owls. Nah, it disappears. That I got other plans for. Red's not going to look great. Silk ribbon edging. Not awesome enough. What about some of this on the edge? I could cut it to make it a little thinner. Yeah, that might look nice. Let's see. What else do I have in there? Oh, I have this. That's too small for the pattern. It disappears. Now, I have black sparkle edging, or silver sparkle edging. I think we're going to go with this. Okay. So let's cut our pieces relevant to size. See if I can find a good corner here. I could press these and make them straight, but I think the non-pressed look gives it more of an interest too. Okay, so this isn't the best or the straightest corner. Let's see. None of these corners are square, are they? That one looks kind of square. Well, let's just square it up. Now, there are ways to cut fabric very straight with rulers and wheel cutters and stuff, which I do when I sew. When I sew quilts or fabric, you know, things have to be super straight, right size and everything, but not this. This I'm doing specifically crooked and wonky for a reason. So just FYI, I do know how to cut straight. I am choosing not to cut straight. Okay. End of my ugly cutting defense. All right, so I'm going to just wing it here. Oh, whatever. Okay. Oh, there. Okay, then I'll just cut it off after I'm done. The edge. Okay, here we go. Velvet going down. Wait, we're supposed to do it this way. This is the pocket direction. Doesn't matter when I glue, but just so I know visually where things are going to look for the final direction. Okay. What are you doing, cat? There's nothing there. You little nut job. One of my cats viciously fights the nothing. She's in a fight. She's caught it. It's trying to get away from her. She's fighting it, holding it down. And she runs away. And I go to look to see what it was. And it's nothing. So we've come to call it the nothing. I believe her sometimes. Sometimes I run over there to see what she's caught. And she lifts her paws and I'm like, there's nothing there. She has a good imagination. One day she's actually going to have something that's going to scare me. Okay, now I'm going to glue down that corner a little bit precisely. Yeah, velvet makes such a mess. Fabric makes so much more mess than paper. Paper, when you cut it, it's the one piece and it falls down. When you cut fabric, there's hair and fluff and little pieces and dust, and it gets all over your clothes. It's like fur. Okay, speaking of fur, I'm going to get the lint off that velvet. So there's a little bit of an edge showing there, but I don't mind that at all. That's fine. Now we're going to put some bats. Now my bats are directional, so let's see. Directional bats. Oh, that's cute. I think I'm going to put it a little bit up, leave that corner. Maybe I should put them at a different angle. I actually like that angle better. So let's cut for that. Okay. It covers up the velvet completely though. Yeah, I actually don't like that. We're not going to do that. Let's do something funky here. There. There, that way we have some velvet showing. Okay, let's glue that down. Now, once again, this is sheer, so not a lot of pressing. We just need it to tack. So it will come straight through that fabric. There. Glue it on. Okay. Alright, that's on. Next, some of this. And I don't want it that wide, so I'm actually going to cut this, decide where I want it and how much. Maybe I'll just put it along this back side. Yeah, that'll look great. So there, we need about that much. I actually did want to put it along the front side of the pocket. Yeah, I think we're going to stick with that. Changing ideas again. So let's cut that length. And I want a thin strip of this. This is folded over something. Let me see. Oh, it's sewn. Okay, let me cut it open. This was a shirt. Actually, it was a blouse and a skirt set. And these were all handmade clothes. And they were so small. They were for a woman, but she was a very petite woman. And she had beautiful clothes. They were made out of very nice fabric. And they were all handmade. You could tell there wasn't any tags on the inside. You can tell the seams were not machine done, like not commercially done. They were done by a home machine. And I loved this fabric, so I brought it home and I cut up the blouse and the skirt. Okay, so here's that gold. There it is. Go fat to skinny or skinny to fat? I think it's a little too uneven. Let me try this one. This one has a thicker edge on it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay, so I think we're going to go like this. But I want it all the same length. Or sorry, width. Come on, Fabri-Tac. Let's go. Come on, Fabri-Tac. There you go. This is the weirdest song on. Sounds like Christmas music, but hip hop. Really weird. Okay, here we go. We made it. Alrighty. Just a minute. Oops, we have a little bit of glue seeping through. Okay. And this bat is lifting. I'll put some glue under this bat. Okay, let's trim. Oh, sorry, I'm gluing this little corner down a bit better. Don't want anything lifting while the book is in use. Checking my seams, making sure everything's closed. All right, looks good. There we go. I think I still want to put a bling on it. Maybe not exactly. Or should I just leave it? I'm not sure. Yeah, that corner is bothering me. I'm just going to square it up and lose a pocket. Edge. There. Now black it. Okay. And I gotta worry about this corner. This corner is a little bit loose. Come on. Okay, that pocket is done. Put it with the completed. Okay, next. Let's clear up some space here. Where's my trash can? Oh, there it is. I moved it. I was sewing last night. And next pocket. This big one here. This one, it has such a nice print on it, paper already. Maybe just an edge here. I was thinking a collage right here in this corner. Yeah, I don't want to mess with the edge because that's going to be stuff coming in and out. I think I'll just do a collage here in the corner. So let's look through what we've got. We already did putting the fabrics already used over there. Let's go through something we have not used. We've got lace. Oh, this rose lace. No, there's already a pattern on it. Let's do something non-patterned. Ah, got this grayish black sequence. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you know, I also like this. Might be too heavy for that square. Let's stick with this and something else to go over it. I've got crinkle velvet, which is really pretty. Got a piece of crinkle velvet, a piece of sequin. Oh yeah, that's some really cool textures there. Won't be too many textures, huh? Let's try the crinkle velvet out and do regular velvet. That velvet. I have a bunch of different kinds of velvet. This one's a stretch velvet. I don't want anything too thick there. Maybe I'll go with a satin. Let me see what I have that's thin. No. Ooh, this is nice. It's a piece of actual satin, not lining. If I do that there, and this here. This isn't big enough. I really didn't put any more satin in here? Huh, thought I would have used more satin than that. I have quite a bit. Oh, there's a piece. Okay, yes, we'll settle on that. Not settle, decided. Okay, so let's cut here and there. Okay, now let's fray those a bit. Okay, now haircut. Let's keep your eyelashes trimmed. Alright. Okay, satin. And then a little bit of, this is like a, it's not exactly black. It's like a really, it's like a gunmetal. Okay, that corner's kind of wonky, so we'll just take that corner. I'm about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches square of this. Okay, so 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Maybe we'll do 2 inches. Oh, these are tough to cut through. There. Okay, and then that goes there. Oh, yes. Like that. This way's better. There we go. And then I could put a sparkle on top. Or a bow or something. What did I use last time? Oh, that little flower. I used one of those, but this isn't, that's not big enough for this. We need something big for this. What is that? Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know if you can tell. It's the alien from the Aliens movie. Over there. Do not know where I got that from. Owl, key, the black button. Oops. Got a skeleton. He might be cool. Not the right colors. I didn't think it would be this hard to choose sparkles. My goodness. Okay, let's do the collage like we talked about last time. So we'll do a black thingy, a yellow thingy, and a white thingy. That's green. Okay, here's yellow. And let's find a little white one. There's a little white one. I'm not sure I'm digging that yellow right there, though. Do I have another color? Orange, green. I got a red heart. Oh, that's an orange. I would like a little red heart. Do I have a little red heart? Is that red? Or is that pink? Pink. We want red. It's a red oval. Oh, there's a red heart. Decided. Okay. don't know. I think I like that little blue one better. Oh man, is this hard to watch? Me picking sparkles? Okay, final answer. Now let's get this stuff glued down. Okay, next you are going down right there. Okay. Now these I'm going to do with E6000 hot glue too, because I don't want them to come up. Let me get my tweezers out. I don't want to mess about. Okay, we'll just use fingers for now. Okay, E6000. Check. Oops, on my mat. E6000. Check. Try not to get on my mat. And E6000. Okay. Everybody's industrially glued. Okay, there we go. Let me try to get that off my mat real quick, because that's gonna cause us problems later. Just use a scrap to try to get it out. There, easy. Okay, now hot glue. Make sure this glue is spread around. Yep, good. Okay, good. And then you. Okay, good. Now let's do our black one first. Tweezers aren't going to work because these are rounded. Okay, that one can stay on my finger for now. So let's say we're going to put the black one there. Oops, glue seat. Trying to get the strings off. So we're going to put our heart one next to it to kind of block up that ugly glue spot that seeped out. Not so much glue. Don't want a glue mess. Let's see if I can pick this one up with my tweezers. Okay, there. Don't push too hard. We don't want a glue mess. There we go. And then this little bitty guy is going to go right there. Just a smidgy dot. There we go. And then you're stuck on my fingers, so off you go. Okay. Corner pocket. It looks a little bare over here. I think I'm going to add something else. Yeah, something else needs to go there. Don't like that corner. It looks very unbalanced to me. Let's see. Isn't it funny watching somebody do art and you're like, no, that looks good, leave it. Like, oh, that's terrible. She's not going to use that one. And then she puts it down. And so like, oh, man. It's hard watching somebody do art. Because you don't know what they're thinking in their head. And you're watching them like, man, if that was mine, I would have done that. Or like, wow, that does look okay together. You know, you just never know. I really enjoy watching people do art because when I do it, or when I watch people, I don't see where they're going. And then when they get there, I'm like, oh, okay. That could go. I get it. I get it. So, thanks for bearing with me through this little piece of nonsense here. Okay, I feel better about that. All right, there we go. Now let's try to get through these belly bands a little bit thicker. So these are tucks. They're going to go along the edge of the page, and then things are going to slide in and out. So I actually want to do like a trim or a ribbon here. When I brought some ribbon, I have that satin ribbon or that sequin ribbon, but I think sequin might be a little bit too much on top of glitter. Is that possible? Doing too much? Nah. Oh man, that's nice. Look at that. Look at that sparkle. That could be okay. I also have this new satin stuff I just bought. That covers up the whole tuck though. No, that's way too big. Let me look at my other ribbons here. I could do this fluffy red one. Not quite. Fluffy black? I do like that. Let's give it a look. But to get things under the tuck, because it would be coming in and out this way. Well, whichever way I do it, actually. I'm thinking I might have to put the ribbon on the inside of it like this. And then I could decorate the edge with something else. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. All right, let's do it. Let's cut an appropriate length. Fabrifix over here, and let me think about what kind of sparkle I'm going to put on the edge. I have quite a bit of rhinestones, so actually I'm going to go get my sticky rhinestones after I glue this on and find the rhinestones that I'm going to lay along this edge of that ribbon. Okay, there. Glue. Okay, let's walk this on. Walking along, walking along. And I'm just pulling a little bit taut so it stays straightish while I lay it. Because this, it's pleated, so it wants to curve. It wants to turn. Okay. Yeah, I've walked it along. Let's give it another fair smush. Now let me go grab that box of rhinestones. It's right here on my bookshelf. I'll see. Scooch you guys over. Everybody scooch. I can get the rhinestones in. Let me go look. So I do have a box of loose rhinestones, like this kind of stuff, but these ones here that I brought are sticker rhinestones, and the reason I got these is because they're kind of already in rows. So I've got ribbons pretty much on. Just trim it to see how much ribbon we actually have left, or to the length we actually need. Oh, this corner's not caught. Okay, there. Now, these are colors. There's red. I don't think that'd be quite right. Let's see, what do I have that could look nice? Teardrops. Ooh, teardrops would be pretty. Do I really want to put all those individual teardrops? No, not really. Oh, look at this. Kind of wide to put there, though, huh? I guess I could on the other end. I really wanted to do this. Maybe we'll save that for the next one. Next one. Let's see here. We got strips of black and strips of clear. Strips of black would look nice. Let's check out its shiny bits and look. Maybe too uniform, huh? Too close together. Pearls. Do, 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 do. Still digging, still digging, still digging. Clear. Pink. What about clear? Clear's pretty good. I didn't see anything altogether inspiring. We have to choose something. Oh, hey. I like these. They're different sizes, but I do like those. That color's nice. I guess I could just speckle them down. It's going to be a bit of work. I didn't want to do that. Oh, those look wetting me. Actually, yeah, we're going to do those. See these? They're like that. We're going to apply those. Here we go. Where's my tweezies? Here we go. Tweezies. Put those away. So let's start with the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is about the center. So we'll put a dot here. Black or gray? Choose the gray. Okay. Then our next dot we're going to put at the edge. We're leaking a little bit too much here. There we go. Next dot's going to be there at the edge. Okay. Now normally I would glue all 3 of these little circles down, but just for time's sake, I'm just going to put them on there now and then come back and glue them later off camera, and they're sticking pretty well. So we'll do one more down here. And I line it up with this to make sure I'm getting the correct width here. There we go. And then a dot there. Okay, I think that 3 looks good right there. Just gonna trim these off a bit. Okay, and that is pretty good. Okay, there's one tuck there. Now let's do the other tuck. I already picked out this. Now what else are we going to put with this? So this will go up and down this edge. Very pretty. There. Oh, it's like a perfect length. And then something else next to it. I did have a little gold braid or a black braid somewhere. Let me look for it. I think it was in this ribbon box. Let's see if it's long enough. Where are you, little braid? There you are. Okay, so this. How would this look next to the sparkles? No, it's too thin compared to the sparkles. You need something a little bolder. I did buy. I have this recently. What if I put this black elastic down and then put the sparkles on top of it? The glue would show through. Okay, that's not going to look good. Okay, we could do a ribbon wraparound, like that. Put ribbon on the edge, and then layer baubles on top of it. I wanted to put some sort of fabric or something down next to it. Maybe a strip of... Oh! Haven't used this yet. How about that next to that? Yes, I think I like that. Or should we do it the other way around? This. And then this. I think that's the one. You know what? I think I'm just going to do the one trim because, get the width here, because I don't want to make these too heavy. And this is really heavy. And it might put a lot of pressure on the page. I have to remember the weight of things. So even though I like the way it looks, I think I'm going to leave it with just the one trim and see how that looks. See if I can live with it. All right, here we go. I'm going to walk it on this way. Alrighty. That is pretty. Yeah, it is heavy. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to leave that. I don't want to add another whole strip of beads on here. See how it's even bowing? I know you probably can't see that, but it's a little bit heavy. We have to remember it's paper we're working with. Okay, so that is quite classy actually. Okay, lastly, we have the belly band. What's the time on the video? 1 hour, 6 minutes? What? How am I in here so long? Just having fun. Okay, last one. So this has got map on it. So I did want to put a lace on it. Let's find a long lace. It's the longest lace I have here. Too short. Too short. Not long enough. Not long enough. Not long enough. You know what's long enough? That spiderweb stuff's long enough. This is long enough. Oh, yeah. I got a whole spool of it. Oh, and here's another piece. Just overlay those. That's pretty. But you can still see the map through it. Maybe something on the back. Do I have a paper? Another paper scrap I can put there? Let's see what we have for paper. Is this long enough? That is. That won't look good with our spider web. Something black. There we go, that's good. So let's tear it. Where's my ruler? Uh-oh. Don't worry about what fell down back there. Nothing important. There we go. Okay. Then how long or how wide? Okay. Black ink. So on our spider, we're going to lay the spider webs over this black. And then, what can we put over our spider webs? Something to add to our spider webs. Wish I had some. Oh, you know, I do have roses, silly. I just got those little baby roses. Those might be too small. I want to put some roses or something romantic over the gold spider webs. Maybe I'll look for 3 gold jewels or something like that. Those black jewels. Okay, so let's get this down. I need my permanent glue stick here. This is the glue stick of permanence. It should be good to hold these 2 pieces of paper together, because I'm also going to glue fabric on top and other things on top. There we go. I'm going to center it kind of. There we go. And straight, 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 straight. Yes. Okay, we're on. Okay, and then I guess I could glue stick this stuff on. Just need to cut it to the proper width. There we go. Actually, I think I'm going to put it dead center and then put something on the ends. Maybe some of that little lace, fluffy stuff. there, that ends down. And it's still not on very well, so we'll do this carefully. Still not dry, so I don't want to pull. Just going to lay flat. Walk the wrinkles out. There we go. Lift. Okay, there's our spider web on. Oops, now we're going to, I think, use some of this on the bottom and top here. Yeah, that looks good to me. Now, I think I'll put glue here, stick it on, then cut it off, whatever's left. Look at the back. Okay, make sure it's not too far over the edge. There, that's right at the edge. Okay, let's just do a generic cut for now. Then let's do the other side. Okay, that's where we need to be. Oh, well, that's still wet. Cool. Okay, there. Done. I'm going to flip it over, make sure it's not hanging over the edge. It is, so we're going to move it up. Okay. There we go. Leave that there. So now this is still floating here. We're going to hold that down with some sparkles. Those black ovals that I've been wanting to use. Here we go. There's one. We'll do one dead center. And then we'll do two. And a third. Let's see, where's a third? There we go, a third. Doop. Okay, perfect. Now we'll do E6000 and hot glue. Where's E6000? There you are. So let me get you centered here. We're going to eyeball the center. E6000 applied. Hot glue applied. And we're going to center, call it there. Center of the card. And holding it down. There. Oops, little crooked. There. Okay, now number two. Am I going to go right there or right in the middle? I think we're going to go right under the top. Oh no, my E6000 is coming out like crazy. Way too much, buddy. Way too much. Pull it back in. I'm going to have to put some on the other gem because this is way too much E6000. Close the lid. It's a metal squeezy tube, so when you squeeze it, it just kind of keeps pushing. Rubbing them together to kind of get the glue off onto each other. See if that works. Yep. Like a glove. Hot glue. and last one. Alrighty. Let me just trim the sides of this because it's a little unruly. We'll take a little hangover, but not much because we want to be able to slip things under here once it's glued down. Maybe I should glue the edges down. Alrighty, now I'm going to start cleaning up and so we can show our pockets. We're done with pockets now. We did all those pockets for the day. I will finish the rest off camera, but this video is already over an hour. So that will show enough work. Okay. Just going to glue some of these ribbon edges down just so they're not flapping around. And then we'll pull all of our pockets that we did out. Come on, glue. Oops, sorry about that, camera. Smack you. Okay, well, that's coming out. Pockets out. Oh man, I'm not doing good with my camera today. Okay, so there's one belly band, one side tuck, second side tuck. I hope we're in can't film mode. Oh my gosh, look. Not even, can't even see. Are you mean to tell me I was doing all that work and you couldn't even see what I was doing? Oh man, that is not good. Oh man, the video is getting weird. It's getting weird, guys. Okay. This video may not make it. Oh no. Okay, so let's see, is the glue ready yet? Yeah. I'll glue there, tack down that ribbon. It's fluffing off into space. A little bit glue here to tack down that ribbon, fluffing off into space. There we go. Okay, that's our pockets decorated and ready for the book. Thanks for joining me. And we'll be back for more book construction. Bye.